without you. Ain't left my hotel in 3 days, I feel sick without you. Sick without you. My stomach do this turn and I feel sick without you. My closest friend, my worst.
Alright guys, welcome to Couples Therapy. Today we have this lovely couple. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Alright, so hi, my name is Tori. We've been in a relationship for about 2 years. Recently got married, and I got promised a fantasy that he was supposed to give me, but now our relationship is failing and we're considering a divorce.
My name is George. This is my used to be wonderful wife, Tori. Like she said, things were going good for about 2 years, but it's pretty much crashing and burning, and she thinks it's all my fault. But this is a two-way street, so yeah.
Alright, so Tori, you said that when you first got married, he promised you a fantasy life. How would you describe the ideal life that you think that you two should have together?
So he promised that he would be like a prince, providing, a big house that we can, grow in and to start a family. And, just to make sure that things are flowing well, he's supposed to be respectful, gentle, helping, cleaning up chores. I work an 8-hour shift. And, my job is very demanding, and he still expects me to clean everything just because he provides for half the rent.
Okay. And George, so do you feel that you're living up to this fantasy, or do you feel like maybe that you have fallen short of what you had promised who you were in the beginning of the relationship?
It's kind of crazy how she's lying this early on. A fantasy is crazy. I promised her a good life, not some fantasy fairy tale Disney kind of thing. This is reality. It doesn't, actually work like that. But I have been providing for her for about 2 years now. And it wasn't really me saying, oh, you have to cook and clean, all that stuff constantly. I did say, can you do a little bit more? And then that's, the reason for that is because, I work as a plumber. She works as a barista at Starbucks. I mean, her shifts aren't that intensive as what I do. But I do help around the house. I don't know why she's not trying to, recognize my play in the whole matter, but,
Okay, so I'm hearing a few things. So you work a full-time job?
Yes.
And you also work a full-time job?
I work full-time plus overtime.
Okay. And you both split rent evenly?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so she is saying that she feels like you don't help out enough around the house. So can you describe to me how domestic labor is divided in this relationship?
So I clean the room, I do our laundry, I clean the bathroom, I make sure that the living room is clean as well. Of course, I'll ask him to do simple things just because I understand that he's a plumber and that he has a demanding job. So I'll ask him, like sometimes after dinner, can you just clean, your dishes that you have? Just because I've had a long day, and even though he thinks that my job isn't demanding, it's a lot on me socially. I have a lot of anxiety and stuff. So when I ask him to do that, of course, there's an attitude, and it's just like, why? I ask for little things, and he just doesn't, provide.
Okay. And what part of the labor do you feel that you contribute to the household?
I mean, I pretty much do the same things that she does. Now, when it comes to her asking me to do certain things, I will admit I haven't done some of the things, but like I said before, I come in after a long 10-hour, 15-hour shift. I mean, I come home, I just want to, lay down, relax, bruh. I can't lie to you. And the whole you have anxiety thing, I mean, you haven't told me this until now. I mean, if you told me about it, I would have, tried to work towards a better solution than this whole escapade.
Escapade. This is something that I've been very open with since the beginning of our relationship. Every time I've came to you about my mental health, we always tend to shut it down. And you say that we split our chores evenly, but it's usually half done where I have to re-clean the area. And I get it. You want to go ahead and you want to stretch out after work and you just want to relax, but then there's going to be bugs all over the house because the house isn't going to get clean. And I'm not going to be living in that because you're too scared to kill the bugs.
Okay. I think that this is getting, a little bit far away from the subject that we originally had discussed. So I am hearing that Tori does not feel like you are doing an adequate job where you are giving full effort to the domestic tasks that she asks you to complete. Is that true?
From her standpoint, I guess that would be true, but in reality, it's completely wrong.
Okay.
And on the whole, I'm scared of bugs thing. I'm scared of things that can kill me. You're scared of people. Your anxiety is kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie.
I think that taking shots at people's mental illness is not what we're here to do. Okay, so maybe we can not do that for the rest of the session, please. Okay, so you feel that you provide more financially to the relationship? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's pretty much split even.
Okay, because you mentioned, she works full-time, and you said you work full-time with overtime.
Yeah, most of that goes towards, vacations, things around the house that need to be, bought.
Okay. So, how do you split the bills? How does everything get paid?
So we go half on rent. He pays for electricity, and I'll do like the cable bills, and I'll handle like my phone bills. He handles his phone and stuff like that.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that things are split pretty evenly financially, and you said that you are still working longer hours than she is. I know this may feel a little invasive, but do you make more money than her?
Well, I do work more, so, 2 plus 2 is 4, so yes, I do.
Okay, so do you think that you could sustain where you are financially without working overtime?
Honestly, yes, but if I do take less hours, she shouldn't complain that I can't buy her the things she wants, so.
Okay. So you are voluntarily working more hours, or is this a requirement of your job?
Voluntary.
Okay. So you are voluntarily working more hours, and you're saying because of that, you are able to commit less energy and time to the household.
Yes, and the reason I'm also working these many hours is because, I don't know if she told you this, but she's pregnant with our child, and I'm trying to prepare for that as best I can,
Okay. Yeah. So this definitely adds a more critical factor into why you guys are here today, because if this relationship ends up failing, that would be unfortunate for the child. Yeah, this is I don't know why you guys didn't tell me this in the beginning. I feel like that's a little important. Anyway, yeah. So I feel like this is a really complicated situation. This is just not a lot more to the yeah. Okay. This is interesting. So how do you feel about this pregnancy? How are you guys feeling about this? Is this something that you are financially ready for? Are you in a place financially to be ready for this child, or is that what you guys are trying to do? Are you trying to get into the place where you're financially ready for a child?
Yes, we're actually, I feel like we are in a good place to financially, handle a child. Of course, we'll be spending less times on dates and vacations because the money will go to our child. But there's that. It's just, some of the excitement of, bringing a child into the world has kind of been taken away just because he's been at work so often and he's choosing to. And it kind of makes me suspect, like, what other factors are making him choose work. I'm kind of getting suspicious.
Okay, and you agree with this? That you feel like you're financially ready for the child?
Uh, I I think we are, but the finances probably won't go towards her as the mother or the kid because I don't know if it's my kid or not. We never actually had sex, and she apparently is pregnant.
Wait. You've been married for 2 years.
Yes. The most we did is kiss.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna just outright ask: are you sleeping with other people?
I'm devoutly religious. I wouldn't cheat at all. But I've saw the text messages in your phone.
No, 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 no. Those text messages are with my cousin, okay? I'm not gonna play and be like, I'm super religious and I'm an angel and all that, but I'm very committed to this relationship. And I just feel like he's just using that as an excuse to cover up all the stuff that he's doing at work. Like with his supervisor, Linda.
Between you and your cousin, texting eggplant emojis and stuff like that. Come on now. With your cousin? So you're an incest. Okay. Okay. What about the mailman? Delivering long packages. Huh? What about
I order
that?
a lot of stuff off Amazon. What? Long packages?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. As long they're just brown boxes that I'm getting. I love to shop.
So,
Sure.
Tori. You are. Let me say this as a question. Are you 100% sure who the father of the child is?
I I don't know all the way, but I do know that we are in a committed relationship, and because we, made our vows to God, we're in this together forever unless we divorce. So, and since we are in couples therapy, he should be able to accept me and the child together.
Except the
matter
cheater. Okay. Cool.
Even though you cheat too.
There's no proof of that.
It's very obvious. That's why you're working overtime.
Well, I am a little suspicious as to why you would be voluntarily working overtime when you are in a financially stable position to, financially provide for a child that you claim is not yours.
Well, we're in a financially good position when it's half and half. I'm pretty much saving up for when I leave eventually.
So you have already decided.
To leave, yes. I mean, this is just, so I can do it publicly. Out as a cheater and just get on about my life.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Tori, how do you feel about this? That your husband plans to leave you?
I just find it very crazy that he says all these negative things and his intention was to, say that I'm a cheater. But, when we go home, he says that he wants to make the marriage work and he wants to have more kids and that he's just so lovey-dovey that, he buys me a bunch of flowers, everything I want to show that, to try to win my love back. So, I wonder what's changed.
Well,
You did.
I definitely,
You changed.
I definitely think there are a lot of things wrong in this relationship that may not be able to be fixed. And I think that is unfortunate that it has gotten to this point in just 2 years. Guys, it's just been 2 years. That's nothing really, you know. That's half of a presidency. One term. So anyway, yeah, I personally believe that this couple is not able to be saved. A decision has already been made. But if you will join us next episode, we planned on having another couple on, but I do think that after this episode, I may just give up my license. Yeah, so any closing statements from George and Tori? Nope. Okay, thank you for joining us, and we may see you next week.
Turning, I feel sick. Friend, my worst enemy. I'm not okay when we're apart, but I pretend to be. I threw the party of the century.